Hey there, true crime friends. Listen, I have a gossip, rumor, and innuendo special report. Every now and then, something happens in the true crime world, and I'm like, oh, wait. I have not covered this case, or I have not covered this case in the way that I want to cover it or need to cover it. And so we have breaking news, aka a gossip, rumor, and innuendo special report. And that is what we're going to cover today about the story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her mama, Dee Dee Blanchard. Child, buckle up. It's a Sunday afternoon. I have on my Doctor Who dress, and I'm like, okay, I need to get together with my friends. Now listen, I need you to like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can get us some new true crime friends. And those of you who are members of this channel are getting this video one day early. Okay, so look, Dee Dee Blanchard had a daughter who she named Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Now look, we need to talk about this name for a minute. It is my understanding that Gypsy is a racial slur for the Romani people, and we're not supposed to use that. This is like, every time people keep saying her name, I'm like, are we allowed to say that name? Can we just call her Rose Blanchard or Romani Rose Blanchard, something, because we can't say the G word. That's like naming your child the N word. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not good. So if you're pregnant right now and you're contemplating that name for your baby, don't do it. Okay, that aside, Dee Dee Blanchard had this little daughter, Rosie Blanchard. That's what we're going to call her, because I'm not, you're not catching me out there like that. I'm not trying to get canceled. Anyway, so Dee Dee has this daughter, Rose. And Dee Dee is taking care of her little baby, and she's also taking care of her mother. And allegedly, Dee Dee unalived her mother, starved her own mother to death, allegedly. Can she sue me? She is dead, so I don't know how all that works. But it is rumored that Miss Claudette Dee Dee Blanchard starved her mama to death, and she probably really enjoyed all the attention she got from that. If you ask me, not a medical professional, not a psychological professional, but I'm assuming that she was like, oh, everybody is paying attention to me. Look at all of this. Oh, and look at all the lovely casseroles. So, little Rosie grows up. By the time she's about 8, her mama is like, all that going to school and being healthy and stuff, yeah, no, those days are done for you. This is what we're going to do. We're going to pretend like you're sick and you're in a wheelchair and you have cancer and whatever. And so she has Munchausen syndrome by proxy, which we don't even call it that anymore. I forget what we call it, but we just going to call it the making your baby sick disease. So she had, or Munchausen's, because everybody knows what that means, right? So she has Munchausen's, catches Munchausen's, gets Munchausen's, I don't know. She started making her own child sick, to the point that she had the child at the doctor all the time, was giving her all this medicine. She said she had cancer, asthma, seizures, everything that you could imagine was wrong with the child, she said was wrong with this child. She even said that her daughter was paralyzed from the waist down and got charity people to give her a wheelchair. Okay, so now your 8-year-old is in a wheelchair. Okay. For the remainder of Dee Dee's life, she kept this child medically incapacitated, feeding tubes, shaving her head, just like, to the point that the child was on so much medication that all of her teeth rotted right out of her head. And then as a 18, 19-year-old, she had a full set of dentures, like a serious, terrible situation. And the mother was like, here we are, just me and my child, what you want from us? And so they started collecting money on charity. Well, then Hurricane Katrina comes along and they're like, ooh, we have to move out of Louisiana. We're going to settle in Missouri. Hey, nice people in Missouri, y'all seem real sweet. Did you see me here with my handicapped child in her nice wheelchair? Don't peek in the windows, because she just be walking around the house. But yeah, here she is in her wheelchair. Oh, Make-A-Wish. Hey, Make-A-Wish. We get to go to Disney. Great. Terrific. So they go to Disney and they do all the things. And every time you see little Rosie, she's in her wheelchair. She has a wig on and her big fake teeth. And she's just like, hi, my mommy really loves me and I really love my mommy. And they just sitting up there and everybody believed them, because why wouldn't you believe them? Okay, so fine. Habitat for Humanity comes along and they're like, hey, would y'all like a house? We build these nice houses over here, and we're going to give y'all a house with a wheelchair ramp. And they were like, oh, thank you so much. Oh my God. Dreams do come true. Me and little Rosie, we're going to live here in a little habitat house, and we're going to live happily ever after. And here's Rosie on the news. It's like a fairy tale. Dreams do come true. Okay. So, cut to inside the house with the shades drawn, where little Rosie is just walking around and fussing and fighting with her mother. And now, by the time Rosie's a teenager, she's like, look, this a mess. I have never been to school. I only watch Disney movies. My mom is giving me medicine and I keep having surgery. This is not that fun. And also, I'm getting tinglings in my nether regions and I would like to go meet boys, please and thank you. And the mother was like, absolutely not. So they had a shared Facebook page to keep up with all their little charities and stuff. And so Rosie was like, oh, mama's asleep. Let me go on here. Find myself a boyfriend. So she goes on freechristiandating.com. Oh, okay. You can date Christians for free. I only ever heard of Christian Mingle, honestly. I didn't know that there was other ones, but okay. So she goes onto this little Christian website and she finds herself a boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn, who lives way up in Illinois someplace. So they're messaging back and forth and having a good time. And she's like, oh, I got myself a boyfriend. Now, they've never met, but they like internet boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, fine. That happens on 90 Day Fiance all the time. So Dee Dee is not allowing little Rosie to leave the house outside of her company ever. So she was like, oh, Cinderella is coming out. You want to go see the movie Cinderella? And Rosie is like, yes, mama. I would like to dress up in a big blue Cinderella dress and a wig, and I'm going to go to the Cinderella movie, and it's going to be fun. And the mother was like, okay. And so Nicholas Godejohn gets on a Greyhound bus, from wherever he lives up in Illinois, and takes the bus all the way down to Missouri and meets them there at the movie theater. And Dee Dee is like, who's this Mama Luke? Your friend, your Christian friend. Okay. So the Nicholas sits next to them, and little Rosie is like, Johnny. She's paying more attention to the dude than she's paying to Cinderella, and the mama gets mad. And so the mother is like, pay attention. What? Look at Prince Charming on the screen. Now, of course, this Mama Luke, Nicholas, is dressed like Prince Charming, and Rosie is dressed like Cinderella. And so finally, Rosie is like, Mama, I have to go to the bathroom. And her mother was like, fine. And so she goes to the bathroom. And then little Prince Charming, Nicholas, also goes to the bathroom. And they have marital congress in the bathroom at the movie theater the first time they meet. Okay, our little Rosie is all grown up because now she's trying to learn. So she comes back and she's like, that was delightful. Her mother was like, you were gone a long time. She's like, no, I was struggling with my wheelchair in the handicap stall, so whatever. The mother was like, fine. But the mother was furious. When they got home, Nicholas went on back up to Illinois, and Dee Dee locks Rosie in a shed in the backyard. And she's like, if you keep talking to boys, I'm going to make you stay here forever. The shed had nothing in it except for a toddler bed. She's full grown at this point. There's a toddler bed, but it is painted in bright colors. I was like, oh, I kind of like the paint job. And there's like, this little glow in the dark stars, whatever, hanging from the ceiling. But it was still a shed. And it was still the backyard. And so finally, Rosie is like, okay, I'm going to have to devise a way to get rid of this heifer, because I would like to get some more oochie coochie from Prince Charming over there. And I'm going to have to quit dealing with this heifer because she does not understand the fullness of my womanhood. And so they there sleeping one night in the little Habitat for Humanity house. And Dee Dee wakes up and she's like, oh, what's happening? I'm being stabbed. Rose. She's screaming for her daughter. Little Rosie's in the bathroom with her ears covered. And she's like, ooh, my mama's dead. And then Nicholas has come down from Illinois. Rosie let the boy in the house, and he has unalived her mother. Apparently, this was a plan they hatched, and he was like, so, got a shopping list. I'm going to need a knife, and I'm going to need probably just a knife. Knife going to get it done. And so Rosie was like, okay, I stole this nice knife from you at Walmart. I didn't have to get anything else from the Walmart murder aisle. Just this. Got it done. And he was like, okay, thanks, girl. This is terrific. Nice, good point on it. Okay, good. So I'm going to go take care of this. You go in the bathroom, cover your ears. I'm going to be back out. So after he kills the mama, he's just like, now, what happened next is in dispute. According to Rosie, he was like, can I do the oochie coochie with your dad, mama? And she was like, no, that's not a thing. What we're going to do is we're going to clean up. And he was like, okay, will you clean up naked? And she's like, I'll clean up naked. These some nasty people. So They clean up the house while she's naked because he was super into that. Ew. And then I guess they take a shower because, like, in my mind, they took a shower. Did they actually take a shower? I don't know. I should hope that she would wash her mama's remains off of her before she goes over here getting it in with this Mama Luke. But anyway, so then they have more marital congress over there in the room. Also, I think they did it in the room where her mother's corpse was. Ew. And then they left. They took some cash and they left. A couple days goes by and Rosie was like, I should probably tell somebody that my mama is dead over there at the house. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get on our Facebook and I'm going to post something. And so she posts, the biatch is dead. And people are like, oh, wait, what happened? We haven't seen either one of them. Let's send a welfare check. So the police go, hello, is anybody there? Let's go. So, oh, there's a corpse. And the wheelchair is still here, but the girl is gone. Oh, no. Little Rosie, she's gone missing. I wonder if she was kidnapped. And so they were like, but wait, there's a computer. Let's trace this little Facebook message or whatever. And they're like, oh, it traces up to Mama Lukeville up there in Illinois. So they go there and they knock on the door. And here comes the Mama Luke himself, Nicholas Godejohn. And he's like, hey, I'm not going to come outside. And they were like, sir, you need to come outside. And he's like, I have a knife. And they're like, we have guns. And he was like, oh, okay, you win. I'm going to come outside. And the cops were like, where is little Rosie? Is she okay? So they put her in a room and they're like, hey girl, here's a blanket. Make yourself comfortable. There's a little couch. You want a sandwich? Here's a sandwich. So you have all this video of her eating her little sandwich, curled up in her blanket. And then, sometimes you sit too long, you need to stretch. And they have her on video be like, and standing up and walk around the room. And they were like, oh, wait. We thought she was handicapped. We thought she was paralyzed from the waist down. What is happening? So they go in and they talk to her. They're like, hey, Rosie girl, how you doing? Did you enjoy that sandwich? Did you enjoy? It was not bologna. We have a lot of bologna, but no, we actually gave you, an eggplant parm. Was it good? Was it good? Oh, good. Listen, got some questions. First, your mama is dead. But also, she was like, wait, my mom is dead? I wonder if she mentioned that unaliving mamas ran in her family. Because if you recall at the beginning of this story, I told you Dee Dee unalived her own mama. And now Rose has unalived her mama. Rosie girl, if you have a daughter, you're going to need to watch out. That's all I'm saying about that. So she was like, oh my mother is dead. However did that happen? Now, they didn't give her a Kleenex or nothing, so she was like wiping her nose on her clothes. Police station. Y'all got blankets. You don't have Kleenex, a roll of toilet paper, nothing. It was disgusting. Anyway, so she fake cries. She don't even fake cry that good, and she lies and lies and lies and lies. And finally, she was like, "Did my mother? Did she unalive herself? Did she have a heart attack? Whatever happened? Also, why do you have me locked in a police station?" And they were like, "Okay, girl, we're gonna need you to quit playing. We have your Mama Luke friend." For the uninformed, Mama Luke means idiot. We have him over there in another room, and he's going to tell us the whole truth. Also, he's a teensy bit slow. Little bit. He is on the spectrum, but that notwithstanding, he got some other issues, including the joy of unaliving people, which those two things don't go together. Just for the uninformed, that just because you're on the spectrum, that don't mean you're more likely to unalive people. In fact, in my opinion, I think it makes you less likely to unalive people. But anyway, so they ask Miss Rose, and she's just like, I'm very sad that my mother is gone. It's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. He did it, and then he assaulted me intimately, and so I left with him, and it was terrible. I was kidnapped. And they were like, okay, girl, so we're going to talk to him, and we're going to see what the Mama Luke has to say. And he was like, okay. She was like, okay. So they go and they talk to Nicholas Godejohn, and he was like, I'm not that bright. So yeah, she asked me to kill her mama, and I said yes. And then she did nice things to my body and gave me some happiness. And so we're going to live happily ever after. Can I go home now? Can I would like to leave. And they were like, no, sir, that's not how that works. We're going to put these nice silver bracelets on you and some comfortable pajamas. Well, not that comfortable. You can tell they have a low thread count on them prison scrubs, whatever. Anyway, but I don't think he was was really that concerned about thread count, if you want to know the truth. So he's like, okay, clothes. I enjoy clothes. Thank you so much. And so he goes off to jail and he's telling his story. And they're like, okay, Rosie, he's confessed everything. You want to tell us everything? And she's like, I met him on a Christian site because if you want to find an unaliver, it's better to have a Christian unaliver. And so I met him on a Christian dating site. And they were like, yes, say more. And she was like, we talked about unaliving my mother, but I didn't think they were like, keep talking, girl, because he done told us everything. When did you figure out you could walk? And she was like, oh, I always knew I could walk. And they were like, I'm sorry, what? They were like, what about the cancer? She's like, no, never had cancer. All that feeding tubes and free houses and Disney World trips. Yeah, no, that was all fake. And they were like, great. We have some nice bracelets for you too. So they lock everybody up and send them off to jail. Then when it comes time for the court case, why didn't these people just plead out? Both of y'all have already confessed. Why don't y'all just go, yes, please give me the lightest sentence possible. So first, the Mama Luke goes to trial first, I think. I don't know. He goes to trial and he's like, I'm not that bright, but I think that everybody's going to have sympathy for me because number one, I'm a nice guy. Sir, nice guys don't unalive people, but okay. Number two, she made me do it. So he gets up there, they have the whole case. And then Rosie gets up there and she's like, it was my idea. He made me clean naked, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, and so the Mama Luke is like, I, Nicholas Godejohn, will accept whatever sentence the jury determines for me. Sir, you're not going to want, that's not going to go good for you. But he was like, hang on, I done talk my throat dry as I am wont to do. So he gets up there and he's like, I will accept whatever sentence the jury has for me because I believe they will be very sympathetic to me because I'm a nice guy. And the jury was like, great. Listen, you ready to vote? I'm ready to vote. Okay. Guilty, LWAP. Can we go home now? Can I take the remainder of my sandwich from lunch? And he was like, oh, wait, what? Life without the possibility. I've miscalculated. And they were like, you can keep recalculating over there in the prison. Bye-bye. So he goes to prison in the state of Missouri. Gypsy Rose gets up there and she's like, listen, I'm not supposed to say the G word. Miss Rose gets up there and she's like, for my whole life, my mother has kept me locked up in a cage. And honestly, these months I've been in prison, it's the happiest of my life. I've never been so free. I get to walk. There are other people to talk to. I don't have to worry about my dentures. Nobody cares. All them got their teeth gone from meth. I just have my teeth gone from them being gone, getting rotten out of my head. So I'm cool. I would like to go free. But if I don't go free, I'm free either way because the heifer's gone. And the judge and everybody was like, right, okay. What's an appropriate sentence for conspiracy? Because she did not do the unaliving, but she did encourage the unaliving. So they give her 10 years. And she's like, okay, thanks. Bye. And I hope she got some education, a GED or something while she was over there in the prison. Missouri prison system. Are y'all educating your people? Anyway, so she goes to jail and she's living her happy, free jail life. She and the Mama Luke had decided they had gotten engaged. They broke that off because she's like, thank you so much for all your kind assistance, but I'm gonna need to partner with somebody who's not gonna be here for the rest of their lives. And he was probably like, wait, what? We're not, I thought this did not work out well. Excuse me, judge, can I have a redo? And the judge was like, please stop talking to me. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna, okay. So look, Rosie is supposed to come up for parole in 2024. Which is next year, which is only a few months away. Turns out maybe she has some good time credit or whatever. Rosie is out. She's out of prison. She got sprung this weekend. That's why everybody is talking to her. And she looks good. Her mother had shaved her hair and her eyebrows saying she had cancer. And so she always had wigs or whatever. Her hair is looking good. She's like 32, 33. I believe she is married because she's never really been super independent except for the time she's been in prison. I believe she's going to go live with her husband. Okay, good luck. I hope you don't have no daughters. Or if you do, you train them up, not to unalive their mamas and stuff. So look, this has been my full special report on the case of legal name Gypsy Rose Blanchard, which we can't say the G word. It's wrong. So Rose Blanchard is now free and out here in these streets. Y'all keep an eye out. Because, I mean, I hope she has a wonderful, free, and happy life nowhere near me. Although, if she's fully rehabilitated, she could join my book club. She can't move on my block. I don't even want her petting my puppies and kitties and stuff. No, thank you. But I do believe in the power of forgiveness and the power of redemption, especially if it's over there. I will convene the HOA if they have to come over here. But if she's looking dangerous, if she's looking fine and fully rehabilitated, I would not mind if she lived just outside the city limits. Okay, y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.